which then get people in the big coins that have already saturated to say, hey, I can make more money in these smaller coins if I get in now. They sell these positions to get into these to spread out that money so that instead of consolidating money in a couple coins to drive the price up, you now spread that money, everybody trying to get rich quick, into a bunch of little mini coins that were seeded by these guys, which then drops the value of these, causing a panic sell-off, driving the price of this down. What is going on with crypto? All right, well, we know. Okay, before I do this, I need people to understand something. I'm not shitting on crypto people, okay? I am not shitting on crypto people in any way, unless you're just an asshole, okay? There are asset bubbles that pop from time to time, okay? That does not mean that it can't go back up. I mean, we saw crypto fall in 2017, and then it went up, 400% from that high. People will come back in. But every bubble pops eventually. How big that pop is and how long until we get a reinflation is the question. So there's going to be panic sellers. There's going to be people buying on the way down. There's going to be people who missed out the last time that are going to buy this time. Where is the bottom on Bitcoin? I don't know. Did we reach bottom at 29,000 this morning? Or is it 17,000? Nobody knows. This is a guessing game. However, there's a lot of things that are taking place right now with crypto. One of them is the fact that obviously there is a bubble, and the bigger the bubble, the harder the pop when it finally happens, okay? So the more something, think of it as a balloon. The more you blow it, if you blow up a balloon and it's inflated, but there's still some wiggle room in there and you pop it, it just kind of goes. But if it's really stretched out, that tension, it makes it explode. Same kind of thing we're seeing right here. There's been this massive bubble in crypto, and not just in one crypto, across the board. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, you name it. I mean, everything has gone insane. So once that pop happens, whether it's whales or whether it's retail traders that are panic selling on the way down or people that are securing profits, you start to see an exponential sell-off, okay? And that's what we saw happen this morning. We saw the high, sell start happening a couple days ago, and then it ramped up, cooled off, and then there was just a massive sell-off. Now, China, who's always been kind of anti-crypto, officially told their banking systems, no more crypto transactions. That's a massive global, clientele for crypto. And you're talking about a society that's more digitized than anybody else in the world. The Asian society is more digitized than anybody. Now, China is not Asia. China is not Asia. Okay, there's many different cultures and regions and people. I'm talking about China in particular because of how much the population is. So combine that with the fact that there's already a very shaky market at the all-time high. You start seeing people say, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take my profit and walk. I'm going to take my profit and walk. I'm going to take my profit and walk. And then you start seeing these bubbles deflate. And when whales move out and when people with large positions move out, it starts to exponentially become like a snowball rolling down a hill, okay? And that becomes scary. That becomes concerning. Also, more importantly, for me, a lot of businesses that have either heavily invested in crypto or are allowing crypto transactions to be a significant portion of their business model are also taking a hit. Square took a $20 million hit. There's several that are taking hits right now. So this has accumulating effects, okay, out there. I don't think that crypto is done. I don't think that this is the end of crypto. I think that this is gonna cool off, and it's gonna present itself another buying opportunity. Now, I know coming from me that sounds weird because I always say I don't invest in crypto or don't trade crypto because of the fact that there is no safety net underneath it. There is no underlying asset. There is no underlying equity or commodity, and it's just based on, yada, yada, yada. And then people will come back and say, but Stocky, even US dollars and fiat currency are based on a belief system. There's no actual tangible asset. True, but it's regulated and backed and countries trade in it and whatnot. One day, cryptocurrency will be the future. Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's titty-ass coin, or whether it's the digital dollar. It's what we're moving towards. Now, tinfoil hat Stocky could go full Alex Jones on this, and that would be funny. I'm not actually going to put on the tinfoil hat today. I did that once before, and I never forgave myself. This is what that guy in my head always likes to say. and this is what I'm going to say. Obviously, this is a joke, so don't take this out of context, okay? But just because you guys like the whiteboard with this stuff, before somebody gets all pissed off, just understand I'm messing around. But imagine for a second, Pepe Silva, okay? Imagine for the second the Federal Reserve, who likes to have complete control over money, start seeing cryptocurrency become an unregulated yet more widely accepted form of currency. And they want to combat it because they can't control it. They've always controlled it. The Federal Reserve, since the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, has controlled the currency of the central bank of every country in the world except for like 5 countries, and those countries have been bombed into oblivion. The only ones that don't have it now are like North Korea, Cuba, which now has it, and Iran, right? Now, you want to get rid of the cryptocurrency, but you're having a hard time. All of a sudden, the new Secretary of the Treasury, Janet Yellen, who used to be the Federal Reserve Chairman, and also is a big, doesn't like crypto, comes into power in the Treasury. So now you have Powell, the current Fed chair, and Yellen, the former chair in the Treasury. And they get together and they say, we need to stop this. So we tried doing a digital dollar. We announced that it's not working. So here's what we do. We get a bunch of people to create a bunch of other little coins. Name it, Shinu, Ass Titty, Cum Rocket, all these different coins. And then we, behind the scenes, are the whales going in and pumping these small coins, which then get people in the big coins that have already saturated to say, hey, I can make more money in these smaller coins if I get in now. They sell these positions to get into these to spread out that money so that instead of consolidating money in a couple coins to drive the price up, you now spread that money, everybody trying to get rich quick, into a bunch of little mini coins that were seeded by these guys, which then drops the value of these, causing a panic sell-off, driving the price of this down. Then they can come back and say, see, we told you it's unstable. It either needs regulation or you need a digital dollar, because regulation is the only way to keep people from going bankrupt. All the while, behind the scenes, they were the Wizard of Oz, procuring 1 million different coins and tokens and pumping them to start this ball rolling. Last stream? Oh, God. Guys, that's tinfoil hat stuff. I'm not saying that that's actually happening in any way. But that's what happens when I'm laying in bed at night and I can't sleep. I think of that shit. Guys, we're not all on a watch list right now. I mean, some of y'all are on watch lists already, but that's for different reasons. Will I be buying crypto on this dip? I am looking at buying Ethereum at some point when we start to get a little bit of a little bit more stability out there. Yes, I am looking to purchase, okay? I like Ethereum more than any others. I don't think that the sell-off is quite over yet, but I do think that there will be value there again. It's just about, listen, everybody's going back to work, okay? These big boys need to get the money from all the retail investors out there, okay? All right, they're going back to work. By the way, this kid is the one I felt bad for. This was last night. He posted that finally, after saving so long, he was finally able to buy his first 1.1 Bitcoin. And he's like, I was so happy to be able to buy the recent dip at 42,000.